Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. How is everybody doing tonight? We're back again. Monday, 8 p.m. people. Every single Monday. Big news today. Liverpool going to sign another player. Semenyo from Bournemouth. What do you think? I mean, it looks like it could be Salah's replacement. Look, it's a good signing. He's a good player. And I tell you, it's speed on the wide areas. But it's more so the Gakpo side I'd be more worried about. Vic is in the chat. What's going on, Vic? What's with Liverpool signing Bournemouth players? Well, it's Richard Hughes. He was at Bournemouth, so he knows all the players. Kirkes and Semenyo now. I think it's a good signing. I think it would be a very good signing. But it's another one. And at the moment, one of the big worries that I would have at the moment is the new players that we signed in the summer haven't settled in yet. Now all of a sudden we're linked with another player in January. But I don't know. I mean, we definitely do need. It's mad. The money that Liverpool have spent in the summer, and you look at that squad, and it's still not complete. Deadbeat says he'd be a great signing. He would be a great signing, absolutely. But it's just mad to think that Liverpool, the money they spent, and it's still not complete, the squad. But yeah, I'd agree with you. I think he was excellent the first game of the season. Andrew says we need a left wing, centre back, and a defensive midfielder. I know it's crazy how short this squad looks. But he would be a good signing. As well, wasn't I right? I told you. I told you again, Liverpool wouldn't lose this weekend. Spot on again, people. Unfortunately, I cannot promise that for this weekend. Martin Dial, Mert, my old friend. He says sign Parrott. We'll give Troy an old contract. Everton are linked with him now. After what? 2 games. What a legend. An Irish legend. Absolute brilliant weekend, lads. I tell you, I don't like internationals, but it's nice to have a relaxing weekend when Liverpool are not playing. And then that game yesterday was just brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Last minute winners, they hit different. Fair play to them. We're going to win the World Cup, people. I've no doubts about it. Maybe a little one. But anyway. No, it's brilliant. Fair play to them. They've given themselves a chance to get to the World Cup. That's what it's about. You know, at the start of the group, realistically, it was about the playoff position. Portugal were always going to win it. There was a lot of ups and downs, but they achieved their goal to get to that playoff. And the dramatic circumstances that they got there, fair play to them. Delby says, I don't think Frimpong is going to be the player we need. Hope I'm wrong. Interesting thing about Frimpong. All right. Obviously Trent left, so we needed a right back. But he's not right back, he's a wing back. That to me is just, as you know, I'm not a big fan of Frimpong. But he's not a full back, he's a wing back. So unless Arne Slot is going to change something after the international break, but I just don't see him ever working as a full back. Now, he has played instead of Salah at times. If Semenyo comes in, that looks like it could be Salah's replacement, especially when he goes to the African nations. So yeah, interesting. Steve says he's a player that would add something different to our side, but I hope there's a couple of other additions which are more important: defensive midfielder and right-sided centre-back. As I said before, lads, the amount of money we spent, and you look at that squad, look at that team, and we're so short, it's unbelievable. I mean, Gravenberch hasn't been playing well, but he is the only defensive midfielder we have there that you can really rely on, that can control a game. I mean, Endo is there, but he's not going to control a game. I mean, a right-sided centre-back, again. What do you think of the comments that Kanate came out with as well about his contract? Wait till I just get this up here. I mean, I don't know. Some players, they just don't get it at times. Like he hasn't played well. He said something else. Let me just see if I can find it here. I can't find it. This is what Fabrizio had up. Fabrizio had up. Canate on his contract due to expire in June. I've seen a lot of things in the press recently. I don't know where that's coming from. My agents are continuing discussions with Liverpool. I hope my decision will be made very soon so I can announce it. I hope my decision will be made very soon. I mean, the man is lucky Liverpool are offering him a new contract. He's been absolutely terrible. Absolutely terrible he's been. Paul is in the chat. 74 is in the chat. Welcome back, lads. Hope you've had a good weekend. Yeah, Deadbeat says, sign, pure BS, sign or piss off. Absolutely. I mean, he hasn't played well at all. The man is lucky that Liverpool are offering him a contract. 350 grand a week the man wants. I mean, honestly, people. He should be... I'd love for the player to come out and say, obviously my agents are having discussions with Liverpool, but the way I've been playing, it's just about improving my performances this season. You know, instead of all this, oh no, I'm going to make my decision now, whenever. I mean, honestly, people, read the room. You know, Liverpool fans are not impressed with you this season. Andrew says he's not even worth 200 grand. The way he's been playing, you know, it really does annoy me at times. The man is... Oh no, is he going to stay at Liverpool for 350 grand a week, or is he going to go to Real Madrid? I mean, you'd swear he was the best centre-back in the league. He's been terrible. Absolutely terrible. I think Kanate is gone. This saga is too similar to Trent's. Kanate would improve if he had competition for his place. That's a good point, actually. But he shouldn't need the competition to improve. You know, it should be taking pride in your own performance, because he's been absolutely woeful. You know, I mean, ideally in January, right, bring in Semenyo. That would be for Salah. If we could get Mark Gahey, okay, for Kanate. You know, but it just annoys me at times. I'd love for these players to come out and really, you know, say, look, I'm not playing well. I have to, my main focus is not a contract. My main focus is just improving on my performances. Because it just annoys me at times. 74 says, sack him off and get Gahey on a free and Bastoni. That's an interesting one, actually. I've seen Liverpool are linked with him. Where is Liverpool getting all this money? Semenyo is about, what, 65 million. Bastoni is about, I think, 75 million. Am I right in saying that? 75, 80 million? I think they won the Euro Millions or something. Kanate isn't good enough for Madrid. I think he'd be found out big time there. Virgil van Dijk is the reason Kanate is even linked with Real Madrid. I mean, he really is. He's the most frustrating player at the club. Like, he played brilliant against Real Madrid. They all did. But then against Man City, I mean, what was he doing for that penalty? And then his head is gone. That's it, like. As soon as he makes an early mistake, that's it. His head is gone. He's going to be the worst player on the pitch. Steve says the same. Kanate's bottle goes once he makes a mistake. Mentally weak, I think. I honestly think Leone may well have taken his place, but for the injury. So unfortunate. But still very young. You know, Kanate shouldn't need competition to be able to start playing consistently. 74, Kanate will suffer big time at Madrid. It'll be like, who's the centre half they bought from Bournemouth? Hyson? Am I saying that right? I mean, he hasn't been great at Real Madrid. I wasn't impressed with him in the Champions League at all. Liverpool were linked with him before Madrid got him, obviously, but you know, they were raving about him last season. Oh, jeez, this comment here is depressing now. Mert says he's just not at the level. He doesn't even dominate aerial battles for the size of him. Reminds me of Sacco. Oh, lads. Oh, that's depressing. He was terrible. And actually, that's actually a good comparison because terrible player, but as well, the man thought he was Maldini. The man thought he was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And he was the most average centre half. He really was terrible. Kanate thinks he's absolute brilliant. Seems most of the backline in Bournemouth are having bad seasons at their new clubs. Yeah, sometimes you get a back four that just kind of works well together. And as soon as you separate it, then they struggle. Yeah, I mean, Kirkes has been terrible. I mean, he done okay yesterday, to be fair to him. But defensively, he's just dodgy. He really is. And there was a couple of moments yesterday as well where I wasn't really impressed with him. Szoboszlai was playing down the clock yesterday, came back to bite him. He was playing very deep yesterday. I tell you one thing, Arne Slot, if he was watching that game yesterday, there's no way he should be playing Szoboszlai that deep. Just to me, it didn't suit Hungary at all. It really didn't. It's not his game. That man needs to be making forward runs into the box. Teams can't cope with that. You know, he was controlling everything, but he was slowing it down. But Triparrot had the last laugh. But I hope Szoboszlai can get over that because he's captain of his country. He would have wanted to obviously go to the World Cup. So hopefully he gets over it and we see him back to his best now for Liverpool. Szoboszlai was basically passing sideways and backwards. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with him in that position at all. Anthony says, I'd be delighted if Liverpool signed Semenyo. Yeah, I think it'd be a good signing. I really do. I mean, Salah going off the African nations and Semenyo comes in there. I mean, we're winning the Champions League. I told you that. It would be a very good signing. Deadbeat says, did I hear right that Gabriel for Arsenal is out with a groin injury for 4 to 6 weeks? Yeah, he got injured playing for Brazil. But Arsenal have the best squad in the league, so I'm sure they can cope. Who knows? But they will miss him. Semenyo will add a lot of physicality to our game. Guy's a unit. He'll add a lot of pace as well. I think that's the one thing Liverpool have really lacked this season. Just pace. Salah's, I mean, it's not a criticism of him. The age that he is. He's not as fast as he once was. The other side with Gakpo, we just don't have that pace. Dave says, poor Dom was sick as a parrot this morning. I like that. Look, if they were playing anyone else, obviously you'd feel really sorry for them, of course. But it's Ireland. You know, Try Parrot, the legend. I tell you, Saturday is going to be a tough game as well. Not looking forward to it. Sean Dyche, honestly, people. And I tell you, he's starting to get them to play well too. They've got some good players. And they'll be confident going there Saturday. You know, they won there last season. I know it's different circumstances, different manager, a few players are gone. But they won't have any fear. Liverpool are not playing well. Forest went there last season and won. "3-1 we will win, I promise." Hopefully you're right. To me, the key now on Saturday is going to be a quick start. We have to start that game really well, because if Nottingham Forest, if they can just sit in, they'll want to keep that game 0-0 as long as they can. The crowd will get restless. Liverpool just have to start as if, you know, it's the most important game of the season. Vic says, "I'm saying Liverpool get extremely lucky and win 1-0. I take it. I would take it. Just have to win this game. What's the fixtures this weekend, actually? I mean, it's getting to the stage now where we have to keep an eye on Man United's fixtures. Can't have them finishing above us. Whoops. Alright, these are the fixtures for Saturday. Burnley, Chelsea. Right, Chelsea will win that. Bournemouth, West Ham, Brighton, Brentford, Fulham, Sunderland, Liverpool, Forest, Wolves, Crystal Palace, Newcastle, Man City. That should be a good game. That should be a really good game. Sunday, Leeds are playing Villa. Arsenal at home to Spurs. I tell you, Spurs, their home record is terrible, but their away record is not bad. That could be a tricky game for Arsenal. And then Monday Night Football, Man United against Everton. Oh, Liverpool have to win. They have to get back to winning ways on Saturday. Like, we play before Man City, we play before Arsenal. You know, we mightn't have a hope of winning the league, but just at least win your games and see what happens. Put a bit of pressure on them. Arsenal Spurs, draw written all over it. Spurs away record is decent. It suits them to play counter-attacking football. Their home record is not great. Even their home performances are terrible. But away from home, they actually could have a lot of joy there. The problem they're going to have is scoring. Arsenal. I mean, Sunderland really showed how to play Arsenal. You know, be physical against them. Don't stand off them. Vic says Arsenal won, Spurs won. If Arsenal were to draw that game, back-to-back draws, Gabriello injured, the cracks might start to appear. And if City go to Newcastle and win, and if we can get a win, I will be at the Forest game, really hoping we get 3 points. We need to. Oh, big time. Big time. Hopefully it's a good game for you. Hopefully Liverpool play well, because they have not been playing well at all. Neil says, how fitting that Haaland will break Shearer's 100 Premier League goals record at Newcastle. The man is a machine, isn't he? Honestly, people. You know, everybody's saying, all the pundits and everybody's saying that City, they're too reliant on Haaland. What if he gets injured? But you could say the same about Liverpool last season with Mo Salah. Salah didn't get injured. Salah pretty much won us the league. I mean, if Haaland stays fit all season, they are going to be close. The man is a machine. Tommy says City will be top for Christmas. Shane says Chelsea will beat Arsenal at home. Is that next weekend? So Arsenal have Spurs at home and then Chelsea away, is it? Haaland, best striker in the world. It's not even close. It's not even close. You know, we were all hoping Isak could be the best striker in the world this season. Do you think he'll start on Saturday? I'm going to say he starts. Are Sweden playing? When are Sweden playing? Sweden playing tonight? Sweden are playing tomorrow against Slovenia. He probably should. Yeah, he probably should start that game. I mean, it doesn't mean anything to either team. So it could be a good chance for him to play. Well, make sure you hit the like button, everybody. I keep forgetting to say that. Every video I make, after I upload the video, I'm like, I never said like and subscribe. Definitely won't start. Potter said he won't start for Sweden, that he's not ready for 90 minutes. So it's Ekatike up front. I hope he comes off the bench though. Do you think we should play 4-3-3? I was thinking about this actually. I mean, there was rumours that he's going to change the formation after the international break. But what do you play? Do you play three at the back? Do we have the personnel to do that? I don't think Arne Slot ever played that. I mean, he's going to try, apparently he's going to try and get Isak and Ekatike into the same team. Now, it probably won't be Saturday, because as Martin said earlier, it's probably too soon for him. But if that is the plan, I mean, what is it going to be? Three at the back? 4-4-2? I mean, he's played 4-4-2 this season already. I'd like to see something different, because it's just been the same old every single game this season. Even the games that we've won in the league, poor performances. The Aston Villa game, we didn't start that game great. Now, we deserve to win, of course, but still, Villa hit the post. Could have easily went against us at the start of that game. So I definitely would like to see a formation change, but I just don't know what that is. Mort says, Mike Bassett tactics, please. 4-4-2. Steve says 4-4-2 is the way to go, with a flat 3 across the middle and a 10 in the pocket. Yeah, look, he just has to try something. It's that simple, because it's not working what he's doing. And as well, you know, I mean, look, we're 8 points off the top. I'm not saying we're completely out of the title race. If we can go on a run, you never know what will happen. But he has a chance now to just, you know, try something. Just try something. Because we've been losing games. We're not playing well. It's not like we're on a winning streak, but we're not playing well. That's gone out the window. Just try something. Try different things. Because what he's doing is not working. Vic says you were completely out of the title race and I will put my life savings on it. So you're telling me there's a chance? No, right now we're out of it. Look, I don't think we'll win it either. But if Arneslaw can find something, you never know. Derek says a 4-2-3-1 is what we will be playing with Isak as the 9. Try something. Timothy says all our games up to Arsenal in January are winnable. I think Slaw has these to save his job. Yeah, we were saying last week, the time to judge Arne Slot now is after these 6 games. Because these are winnable games. Okay, you can talk about City away and all of that. Tough game. But these next 6 games now, if he doesn't win these, he's in serious trouble. '74 says, I'm a diehard Liverpool fan and ain't no way we are winning the league. Yeah, look, I have to agree. You know, I'm trying to be positive today, people. Trying, saying you'll never know. We could go on a run. But yeah, look, I've said it many times. We're in a top 4 race. Steve says Liverpool haven't defended a trophy since 1984. I think I read that the other day. Is it true? Is that true? Yeah, it would be, sure. That's crazy when you think of it. Especially in the 80s. Liverpool absolutely dominated. But there was, you know, when in the 80s they'd win the league. And then the following season they won, and then they'd win it again. It was them and Everton. Then it was Liverpool, Arsenal. Then Liverpool again. Yeah. That's actually mad. Johnny says it's true, 1984. They won a treble that year. I say a treble because it's not the treble, of course. Somebody says, hopefully Salah going to African nations is a blessing in disguise. Will that allow Verts to have a bit more freedom and play through him? I don't know, to be honest with you, because one of the problems with Florian Wirtz is he's just not playing well himself. So it doesn't matter where you play him, he just hasn't impressed. Salah's not playing well, he needs to come out of the team. And yeah, you're right, African nations could be a good thing, because Arne Slot will have no choice, he'll have to play someone else there. But yeah, it's just been, not one of the new signings have played well. And they are good players. I mean, I don't think any of us were disappointed that we were signing the likes of Corquez and Wirtz and Frimpong. Definitely not Isak. Look, hopefully it's just about time. Wirtz with 2 assists for Germany. Look, he should have a lot more assists for Liverpool. They just haven't been finishing them. I mean, he should have a lot more. Who would have thought at the end of last season we'd be talking about leaving Salah out and not missing him as he plays in the African nations? It's true. But actually, towards the end of last season, you could start to see a little bit of a drop off from him. But the league was kind of done, so we were all just saying, no, it's to be expected. The hard work is done. You know, he's had an unbelievable season. But he has not played well. James says Gay is a must in January. I don't think they get him. I don't think they get him in January. I really don't. I think they're going to wait into summer. And it's a big risk. I tell you, I'd nearly play Joe Gomez instead of Kanate. He's annoying me that much. He really is. That performance against Man City. What is the scores tonight? So Germany are 4-0. Assist, Florian Wirtz. (4-0). Northern Ireland 1-0. What did Ireland need? Or is that tomorrow night? Yeah. Tomorrow night, Ireland need North Macedonia to win. To get a home tie for the semi-final. Netherlands. I bet you Van Dijk is playing. Is this done? Yes, it is. Is he playing? Of course he's playing. Gakpo is playing. This is why I hate internationals, people. Yesterday was like a one-off. Because Ireland actually won in the last minute. It was brilliant. But these players need to be fit for Saturday. Kat says Kanate can go to Real already. His heart is already over there. It's looking like it, to be fair. It really is. He's the most frustrating centre half in the league because when he plays well, he's absolutely unbelievable. He really is. Ian says tomorrow Ireland need Austria and Wales both not to win. Oh, it's Austria as well. It's getting complicated now, lads. But sure, look, it doesn't matter who we play, we're still going to win. Best team in the world. Noel says, say what you want about Wirtz, but at least he's available to play, and for the money paid, you'd want to be. Isak was a terrible waste of money, mark my words. So far, have to agree with you. Ekitike, brilliant. But Isak, look, give him time. We know how good he is. But yeah, as I say, so far, it hasn't worked, yeah. I mean, he's injured already. He hasn't played well. He should have scored against Man United. That could have been a different result. Yeah, it's just been it's been very frustrating with him. He didn't get a pre-season because of everything that went on. But we know the quality he has. And I think if he can get back to his best, I think he's going to be the reason we win the Champions League. Isak will score in the final. And we'll win the Champions League. Szoboszlai and Kirkes were playing in the stadium yesterday that the Champions League is going to be in. They won't be crying in May, people. They will not be crying in May. We're winning the Champions League. Kat says Isak will come good. I think he'll score 10 plus goals this season. That's not a great return. I'd be hoping 20 plus goals in all competitions. Isak will score if given chances, and if he stays injury-free, a big if. It's the one thing that drives me mad in football with Liverpool, signing players that are injury-prone. I mean, Naby Keita. I mean, why would you sign a player like that? It just made no sense when you look at an injury wreck. Thiago. I mean, the man was a genius. Absolute genius. But his injury record, before he even came to Liverpool, you can't go near players like that. You look at Salah, you look at Sadio Mane. They never missed a game. Those are the players that you need. I'm actually worried about the Isak thing because he is such a good player, but the injuries. Because you don't want a player that you can't rely on. And Ekatike, other than the suspension against when he took the shirt off against Southampton, he's been available for every game. I think it could be a confidence thing as well with Isak. He doesn't look confident. He's been unlucky with injuries, of course, but his performances, he wasn't confident against Man United. If that was last season, he definitely takes that chance. There was one against Crystal Palace as well. I don't think he'd play many minutes, to be fair, so if he scores 10, then that will do till he gets proper fit. A good pre-season and then blast them in next season. Look, I think next season could be the season where we see all of these players really play well. And that's why I said many times, I'm hoping that the second half of the season is when you see them really start to settle, playing well with each other. We win the Champions League and then we walk the league next year. So maybe they just do need this season. But we have to get back to winning ways though, people. Gary says, why does it have to be one season on and one season off with Liverpool in the last several years? They just don't know how to dominate. They really don't. Johnny says, can't believe Malta, my home country, beat Finland and currently giving Poland a proper game. 1-1 at half time. What's that table looking like? Malta, 1-1. That's a good result for Malta, to be fair. Kat said to Vic, rather have you lot win it than the Gooners. I think that's I think everybody kind of thinks the same. I think everybody'd rather see Man City win it than Arsenal. Gary says, you all want City doing it. Look, the way I'd say with Man City, if Man City win the league, the bigger story is that Arsenal didn't win the league. Would you rather see Man United win it than Arsenal? Nope, no way. Arsenal all day long. All day long. But when it comes to Man City, or Arsenal, it's Man City. If it was Man City, Man United, it's Man City. If it's Arsenal, Man United, Arsenal all day long. Joseph says, what is going on with the 115? Absolute silence. I have a bit of a conspiracy theory on that. So, it is rumoured that this is Pep's last season. I think they wait until Pep goes and then they announce it. So then Pep can always say that, well, I didn't know anything about it. I walked away because my time was finished at Man City and the club was left to deal with it. And Pep's legacy at Man City, that's fine because, he left before all the charges, were proved or whatever. I think that's what's going to happen. I might be wrong, but I cannot see why it's dragging on so long. I just don't know. Whether they're guilty or not, I mean, they should have come to a conclusion by now. Seriously. So I think they're waiting until the end of the season. Pep will leave. Win, lose, or whatever happens in May. And I think then they'll announce it. And the club will deal with it. But they'll almost look at it like, but Pep's legacy is fine because he was the manager, but then he left, blah, blah, blah. And it's up for everyone else then to put the asterisks out there. I wouldn't be surprised, people. Steve says there's no conspiracy about it. Yeah, I don't know why it's taken so long. I really don't. I mean, and I was watching Talk Sport. I can't think of your man's name. You know the way they call him, like the football expert. I think he actually used to work for Man City. But he was saying the November internationals are the perfect time. But he also said last March, the March internationals are the perfect time to reveal the verdict. I mean, he's just guessing. He doesn't have any inside information. Just guessing. Every time there's an international break, this is the perfect time to announce the verdict. And we're still waiting. So, I really don't know. I don't know why it's taken this long. 115 charges, or I think it's more. But I think there's only really maybe less than 10 really serious charges. I think a lot of them are nonsense. I think a lot of them are kind of like not dealing with the Premier League and the investigation and all of that. They'll just keep kicking the can down the road until everyone forgets, in my opinion. Yeah, that could be another thing as well. Because it's getting to the stage now that people are... I've heard a few people say in the media, look, we're sick of this now. Just announce something. Just, give them a transfer ban or something. Because you're right. People will just be like, who cares at the moment? Who cares? Just get on with it. So I think that kind of suits everybody. It suits the Premier League as well because it's not a good look for the Premier League. No matter what happens, the Premier League does not look good in this because they're champion, 6 titles in the last 8 years, could be guilty of 115 charges. That's not a good look for the Premier League. And if City are found innocent, that's definitely not a good look for the Premier League because then what was it all about? All this investigation, all this trial, all this waiting. So the Premier League are not going to win in this. But yeah, we just want something. Some verdict. Whether or not they're guilty or innocent, it is getting to the stage where you just want something announced. Michael has joined the chat. Kat says, I'd be so happy if they got charged and deducted 20 points for 4 consecutive seasons. Well, look, if they were found guilty, then all the speculation would start with, what should the punishment be? I wouldn't be surprised if it was a transfer ban for a couple of seasons and a big fine. And that'd be it. But be respectful now in the chat now, people. Vic is a big supporter of the channel. He's a Man City fan, but don't be taking it too far. Nothing wrong with a bit of crack now. We're here to have a bit of crack. Don't be getting insulting or ranting with people. Johnny says, can you imagine the rant Craig would go on if that was the punishment and he'd be right? Oh, that man would lose his mind. He really would. Right, let's hear from the Man City fan. Here is my honest opinion on the charges. Right, Vic, the floor is yours. Get ready. Here we go. Innocent, I'd say. What do you reckon? I'd say he's going to say innocent. Mert says guilty. Cat says waiting. Right. Vic says, I don't know if we are innocent or guilty. Ooh. But I disagree with the punishment Craig came up with. He says, throw the book at them and destroy the club completely. Interesting. But see, the problem is though, Vic, I mean, if they are guilty, that means they've done it on purpose. Like, this is not a mistake. They would have done it. They would have known exactly what they were doing. You can't just give that, like I said earlier, transfer ban and a big fine. Like, it's serious. That's what I think will probably happen because everybody just want to just get on with it. But it would be serious. James says, I think they deserve to be thrown out of the Premier League. Yeah, I think they would as well, but I don't think it would happen. Cat says a fine would be a slap on the wrist, yeah. But I can't see them getting relegated. Derek says give them a transfer ban for 5 years. I think it will be something like that. Transfer ban, big fine. And then everybody just moves on. Vic says the fair thing would be to make us mid-table again. Transfer ban plus a fine would do that. Yeah, but you have to remember, if they were guilty, as I say, it would have been they would have known exactly what they were doing. They cost a lot of teams titles, especially Liverpool. The whole, it's kind of like a ripple effect. They might have cost a team Champions League football. You know what I mean? So it's going to be, if they're found guilty, it'll be a nightmare for the Premier League. Because no matter what punishment they come up with, I don't think it'll be relegation or anything. Where it says Juve was found guilty and relegated to the bottom division of Italian football. Doesn't destroy a club, as they can come back 4 years later. Have to be punished accordingly if found guilty. Yeah, that's a good point too. Even if they were getting relegated, they're not, the amount of money that City have. Should be kicked into Division 3, I reckon. Happened to Juve, so why can't the FA do the same? City won't be found guilty. They'll buy their way out of trouble. I don't think I don't think they'll be guilty because it's dragging on too far. It's, I don't know. There's something. I think there's something else going on. Why is it taking this long? I think if they are found guilty, it'd be just a slap on the wrist, transfer ban for maybe 2 seasons, big fine, then they move on, and or it'll be not guilty. Dermot says, when will we know the outcome, David, about City? This has dragged on so long. Your guess is as good as mine. Honestly. Haven't a clue. The so-called experts in the media are saying, oh, this international break, that's the perfect time. It'll suit everybody. Still nothing. I think they said the same last March. I mean, can you imagine, though, when it does happen, whether they're found guilty or not guilty? I mean, the media will absolutely explode. Everybody will be talking about it. I mean, it would be, well, it is, no matter whether they're found guilty or not guilty, it'll be the biggest story in Premier League history. 6 of the last 8 winners to be found guilty or not guilty. How many years did they investigate? Is it something like 9 or something? But yeah, I think Pep will leave at the end of this season, and I think it'll be announced in the summer after he goes. I don't think they want to deal with the whole, oh, did Pep know? Oh, all of this, Pep Guardiola, what is Pep going to be there if they get relegated? Is Pep this, Pep that? I think Pep will leave at the end of the season, and then they'll announce it, and then they can deal with it without Pep, and Pep can ride off into the sunset and pretend that he didn't know anything about it, or he was told that everything was legit and all of these. Sam says they were supposed to have the verdict by the start of this season. Yeah. Like, sure, no one knows what's going on. It's been dragging on for ages now. Like, when did that start? What year did that start? Like, not the investigation, but the actual trial where they all got together, the evidence was presented. I mean, was it 2023? Around this time, 2023? Right, so if City were, remember even Jurgen said it in the summer, if City were found guilty and stripped of the titles and Liverpool were awarded them, what way would you react on that? I'll be honest with you, I mean, the one we got 97 points, finished second. If we were awarded that now, I mean, it wouldn't be the same, would it? It would always be spoiled. You couldn't, and I know Jurgen was only messing when he said, like, if you have his parade for the titles that City won by breaking the rules, he'd be there for the parade, but Liverpool wouldn't have one. I don't want any of City's titles. Yeah, I'd be the same. We can be shameless and do a parade anyway. Sam says they got cleared in the Champions League, I believe, then backdated from 08-09. Yeah, the reason they got cleared in the Champions League was because the Champions League were only allowed to go back so far, whereas the Premier League they can go back to the very first day. Champions League can't do that. I think it's like a clean slate every, I forget what it was, 3 or 4 years or something. So that's why they kind of got off in the Champions League on a stipulation. But it definitely would be interesting now to see what's going to happen. But it's been going on for so long. I wouldn't be surprised if it was just announced. Oh yeah, we forgot about that. Yeah, charges, 100 what? No idea what you're talking about. And that's from the Premier League. Wouldn't be surprised, people. It's been going on for so long. I'm actually surprised it wasn't announced last season when Liverpool were on the verge of winning the title. Anything to kind of distract people from it. But yeah, I mean, nobody knows when it's going to happen. Right, Joseph with an unbelievable question here. Liverpool to win the Champions League or Ireland to qualify for the World Cup? You can only choose one. Liverpool. Liverpool all day, people. I know people won't agree with that. That's fine. Liverpool all day. Liverpool is every single day, every single week, 12 months of the year is Liverpool. Ireland is, it's once in a blue moon, with Ireland. Like yesterday. I mean, they don't play again till March. And that I'll watch that, and I'll hope to win. But for me, Liverpool is an everyday thing. I'm supporting them 33 years now. It's I know people won't understand that, but just being honest. '74 says, what about Liverpool winning the Champions League or Ireland to win the World Cup? It's very easy to say I'd pick Liverpool because Ireland having a hope of winning the World Cup. But that is a very good question. I mean, for what it would do for the country, I think you would probably have to pick Ireland to win the World Cup. I mean, that would be unbelievable to win the World Cup. For what it would do for the country. I know I am being no patriotic and I love Ireland, but I would pick Liverpool. Look, Liverpool is an everyday thing for us. We don't like the internationals, or at least I don't anyway. I won't mind only growing up. I used to love the internationals. I used to love international friendlies. But the amount of football on television now, years ago you could only see the French players or the Brazilian players when they were actually playing for their national teams, in a friendly or in a World Cup. But now you can see them every day. So I think that's the reason the internationals kind of lost the interest. It's because, if you want to see, Messi is a perfect example. If this was years ago, let's say the 90s, the only time you'd ever see Messi is when he was playing for Argentina or in the Champions League. Now we can watch him every single weekend. Even with Inter Miami, you can watch them games. Christine is in the chat. David, sorry I'm late visiting my granddaughter in hospital, but I'm here now, better late than never. Hope everything is okay, Christine. Welcome to the chat. I take Liverpool winning the Champions League over England winning the World Cup. Respect. Another Monday, another group therapy. Keep up the great content. No, it's not a group therapy session today. Liverpool didn't lose this weekend. Unfortunately, can't promise that for this weekend, but Steve says we didn't lose. No. But who knows what's going to happen Saturday? When Liverpool lose, not nice. I'm not into international football really. Liverpool is all I care about. Well, as I said, yeah, it's an everyday thing. Sorry, I just realised I read that wrong. Christine's chat earlier. Sorry I'm late. Was visiting my new granddaughter in hospital. I thought I was visiting granddaughter. My apologies. Congratulations, Christine. That's brilliant news. Brilliant news. Congratulations. I hope everything is good. Gary says, respect to you, mate. I like people who bring people involved in their community and read out as much messages as you can. Yep, it's all about having a bit of crack. We're all Liverpool fans here, except for Vic, but he's very welcome in the chat. I'll be honest with you people as well. I mean, the live streams, I mean, I don't make any money on them. I mean, last week, I think I got like €1.60 or something. So I don't do them for the money, but I really do enjoy them. You know, it's great to have a chat with everybody, see what's going on, get your perspective on Liverpool and everything. So yeah, definitely don't do it for the money, but I do it every Monday evening, 8 o'clock, whether Liverpool win or lose. But I haven't done one in a while after Liverpool have won. Christine says, everything fine. She was born Sunday. First time seeing her. Brilliant news. Congratulations again. That's brilliant. What does 160 buy you? Definitely doesn't buy you Isak anyway. Or Verts. Or Kirkes. When can you start making money? So my channel is making money. The videos that I post is making money. But the live stream doesn't really. But that wouldn't bother me at all. Oh, I am. Would like if you made some money on here. No, I am making money. Yeah, absolutely. The channel is monetized, like, but the live stream wouldn't really. No, I think it is. The live streams are worth a lot of money, but you'd have to have like thousands. Like Mark Goldbridge makes a fortune on them. But he has like thousands in them. We'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there. I tell you, I'd love for YouTube to be my full-time job. I really would. But long way off that. Goldbridge is a millionaire. I find him hilarious. I think he's brilliant. Yeah, very good. I'm sure he's doing it about 10, 10, 11 years or something like that. But even Craig from Anfield Agenda, I think that's his full-time job now as well. Is Goldbridge a millionaire? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, his numbers on YouTube on That's Football. He does a video like every day. Some of the numbers he could get like 200,000 views. I mean, that could be worth like €400 or €500 to him, or pound, whatever it be. So like I'd say he is definitely making close to maybe a grand a day on YouTube. I wouldn't be surprised. Craig is making a fortune on YouTube. Yeah, to be fair to him, he puts in the work as well. I mean, he streams every day. He's always putting up content. He's got like 300,000 subscribers. So he's worked hard on his channel. And he's definitely getting the reward. So fair play to him. Joseph says, in fairness, almost 7,000 subs in a year seems really good. Yeah, I'm delighted with the channel. I really am. Absolutely delighted with it. You know, when you start, you know it's going to be a while before you really get established on YouTube. But it's actually going really, really well. For like 1 year, I started at the start of last season. So here we are, just over a year. Liverpool chat, I wish you luck. We all want to reach that point. Yeah, look, that's the goal. I mean, look, I'm 40, 41 now, so the goal is to retire by 50. As Delboy once said, this time next year you'll be a millionaire. Absolutely love Only Fools and Horses. Absolutely love Only. I've seen every episode about a million times. Liverpool chat says, I have 53 subs now. I know it's not much, but when I started, I didn't think I would have any. Go subscribe to his channel there, people, if you haven't already. Fair play to you. 53 subs. We were all there. Stay consistent with it. That's the key. Keep being consistent. We have a United fan in the chat. Semenyo will say yes to United anyway. We'll take him. Welcome to the chat. Very welcome. I hate to say it, but United are actually, they're annoying me this season. That's the easiest way to put it. They're starting to annoy me. I'm actually keeping an eye on Man United's fixtures because we're level on points with them after 11 games. Sam says, one good thing this season, the last 3 Formula 1 races are not the same time as Liverpool games. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big F1 fan. I love the start of the race, and then I kind of get a bit bored. United will slump again, hopefully. Hopefully. It just annoys me because when United go above us, all of a sudden, Man United are back. Liverpool chat says, my channel name is my username. Go subscribe to his channel, everybody. Christine says, thank you, David. Mum and baby Rosie, both fine. She'll be singing You'll Never Walk Alone before you know it. It's brilliant news, that is. That's great news. Congratulations again. David, do you think Wirtz will come good? Next question. No, he will. He will. Of course he will. He's a quality player. We're winning the Champions League, and he's going to have a big part to play in it. Next season, you're going to see the best of him. Did I say next season? I meant, sorry, second half of this season, you're going to see the best of him. United fan says, you guys are staying above us. I'm not biased. I hope so. I really do. I mean, I just think it just shows you the difference at the moment. Liverpool are having a terrible season. Man United are having a decent season. We're level on points. It just shows you how bad United have been. It shows how bad Liverpool have been this season. We are below United right now. Yeah, I didn't want to mention that. Goal difference. There's a goal scored, which is even worse. Man United, the team last season, could not score a goal. How many likes have we got? 42. Let's get those likes up, people. 43. Very good. Wirtz will come good if the manager plays him to his strength. Same as Kirkes and Frimpong. If Frimpong comes good, he has to play wing back. I don't think Arne Slot plays him. I don't think he plays wing back. I think that's a problem with Frimpong. See, this is the mad thing for me, right? We made all these signings in the summer. Frimpong is a wing back. We don't play with wing backs. Wirtz is a number 10. We don't play with a number 10. I mean, Ekitike and Isak, 2 strikers. We only play with 1 striker. I mean, it's... Liverpool chat here makes a good point. When Wirtz played with Isak, he was great. Yeah, that's true. Very true. Against Atletico Madrid, played very well. But yeah, it was just, I don't know. So many signings in the summer. But we don't play that way. It just didn't really make a lot of sense at times. But they were great, really good players. And you're just wondering, why is it not working out? I don't know what he's going to do on Saturday. I really don't. Sam said, "Did you ever see the beach ball incident like 16 years ago today? I can't believe it. What was that Liverpool fan thinking of? What year was that, people? 16 years ago. What's that? 2009. There was social media out then, but there wasn't anything like it is now. So, I mean, he got a bit of slagging for throwing the beach ball. But can you imagine if it was nowadays? I mean, the officials were bad back then, weren't they? That goal should have never been given. That really bugged me. Hit the beach ball. Did it hit the beach ball? Obviously, it hit the beach ball. Oh, the referee didn't see it. Madness that goal was given. It was absolute madness. Parrot to Liverpool, says Frank. Seen today, he's linked with Everton. Nobody cared about him before these two games. Darren Bent admitted he aimed for the beach ball to distract Reina. He aimed for the beach ball because if he had to aim for the goal, it wouldn't have went in. Linked to Everton, obviously lost all interest in football. He'd be a good signing for them, though. He's a good player. Oh, it was 2-2 in the Malta game. Lewandowski. Germany are winning 5-0. How's our player getting on? 2 assists. 9 out of 10 rating. Arne Slot needs to sort this. I mean, seriously, people. This man is unbelievable for Germany. And he's playing on the left. Germany play a 4-2-3-1. That would work with Liverpool, but Arne Slot will probably put Wirtz in the number 10. Germany have Gnabry in there. I don't know, he needs to sort something anyway. He was superb player in the last 2 games. Fair play to him. I tell you, I think he's a really good player, Troy Parrott. Like, he was at Spurs, didn't really get a chance. And fair play to him for going out foreign. A lot of players wouldn't have done that. They would have ended up in the Championship or something to try and get a bit of game time in England. He took a chance. And it's paid off. I mean, he's an Irish hero now. Sam says, is Arsenal's Gabriel injured? Yep. He's out for 4 to 6 weeks, I think. But they have the biggest squad in the world. They should be okay. Eliza says, should we have kept Kelleher? 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. I made a video yesterday talking about that. I can understand it from Kelleher's point of view. He wanted to play first team football and he deserved it. But I cannot understand it from Liverpool's point of view to let him go for, what was it, 20 million? I mean, that has to be one of the greatest signings Brentford has ever made. And they've made some good signings. Some really good players have played there. But that has to be one of the signings of the summer. I don't understand what Liverpool were thinking. Like, he is quality. Proved it again yesterday. And Liverpool let him go. Was it 20 million? It was fuck all anyway. He's definitely worth 60 million. Because the goalkeeper, look at Man United. They've found it so hard to get a proper goalkeeper. Unfortunately, it looks like they have one now. I just can't understand it. I really can't understand it. 74 is not even that. It was like 13 million. Yeah, I think you're right, actually, yeah. I don't get it. Liverpool chat says, I know it's a hot take, but I don't mind Marmalashvili. Yeah, it's not really a hot take. Look, he's done okay. But I think Queevy Gallagher was better. But like I say, he wanted to play first team football. That's fine. But I don't understand why Liverpool let him go for so cheap. I really don't. And Marmalashvili's not great with his feet. Kelleher wasn't known for his passing out or anything like that. But he was decent. Yes, he never let us down. He has some big, big moments for Liverpool. Tell you, that's what I love about it as well. Because to me, he's a Liverpool legend. He had some big moments. It's not like one of those sub goalies that, he made maybe 3 appearances for Liverpool and that was it, he moved on. Like, he has some big moments. He played in 2 cup finals, winning both of them. The penalty against Chelsea. I mean, he played a big part last season in winning the league. Delighted for him. And the wall where all the goalies that have won trophies, they're at the training ground and their face is on the wall and his face is there forever. I think that's brilliant. I think that's worth more than anything. That's why I can never understand Trent leaving. To me, as a Liverpool fan, when you leave that club and the fans have you down as a legend, that means way more. Yeah, Michael agrees. He saved us a lot. He really did. He made some unbelievable saves in the Carabao Cup final in both games. He was a really great goalkeeper. But don't you let him go for 13 million? I mean, Michael Edwards he's a ninja when it comes to signings, but he definitely messed up there. Kelleher will probably move to a bigger club in the next year or two. Yeah, and this is going to come back to haunt us. Chelsea need a goalkeeper. So if Brentford have a decent season, let's say mid-table, I mean, Chelsea could go in for him. Then all of a sudden, because Chelsea, the money they have, they're going to be eventually going for a league title. You'd think that Liverpool are still going to be going for a league title. And now all of a sudden, he's in direct competition for us for a league title. I mean, honestly, people. He's a way better keeper than Brent. Yeah, absolutely. He shouldn't be at Brentford. $51 likes, people. Keep them coming. Much appreciated. $55 likes, people. Fair play to you. Much appreciated. Did anybody watch the Kenny Dalglish documentary yet? I was meant to watch that at the weekend. What a legend. King Kenny. Michael watched it, yeah, brilliant. I seen um I seen the documentary he did a few years ago, and it was very good. I was actually surprised that there was a new documentary so soon after that one. But I mean, the man is such a legend of Liverpool Football Club. I mean, he's pretty much Mr. Liverpool, isn't he? King Kenny. There's King Kenny and the Egyptian King, Mo Salah. But no, King Kenny. What a legend. Yeah, I must watch it maybe at the weekend. Right, people, we're going to call it a night at around 9:30. It wasn't really a group therapy session tonight. Liverpool didn't lose. Next Monday night could be different. We have to keep our fingers crossed that Liverpool can get it done. 3 points against Nottingham Forest. Score predictions for Saturday. Right, you won't get one off me. Too superstitious. Not going to jinx it. Right, chap, before we go, hit me with the predictions. Eliza John 5. Thanks for the great show, David, and take care everyone in the chat. Liverpool to beat Forest 3-1. Anybody going to give us a clean sheet? Anybody predicting a clean sheet? Sam says we had to enjoy this off week on a Monday. All right, let's get the score predictions, people. Liverpool chat has 2-0. Clean sheet. Finally, we have a clean sheet. Michael says, bye, folks. Thanks, David. 2-0. I like it. Sam says 2-0. All of a sudden, Liverpool can defend. I like it, people. I like it. The confidence is returning. Ekatike will score. Right, I'm going to give you a prediction. It's not a score prediction. I'm going to say Alexander Isak comes off the bench and gets a goal. That's my prediction. Gary says Forest go 1-0 up in the first 5 minutes and then stress until 85 minutes and then bang bang, we win 2-1. That's exactly what we all need. A stress-free Saturday afternoon, watching Liverpool. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, I can't contradict you because Liverpool have not played well this season. They don't look like keeping clean sheets. They nearly always concede first. Right, people. We're going to call it a night. Thanks very much for joining again. Remember, next Monday, 8 p.m, same time. And hopefully, next Monday, we're talking about Liverpool winning and getting back to winning ways. And, you know, putting on a performance, playing well, Isak with the goal. Liverpool with a clean sheet. And all of a sudden then, everything is okay. We're back in the title race. Anybody else think that that's going to happen? Yeah, not really. But anyway, hopefully. Thanks very much for joining us, everybody. I'll talk to you again very soon. And yeah, really enjoyed it. So yeah, same time next week, people. Thanks very much. And I'll talk to you.